People think that Dillon Brooks is gearing up to play in China ever since the Memphis Grizzlies announced that they want nothing to do with him the other day, and although his behavior may have been the main cause, there might be another reason that he was just released. In the aftermath of Dillon Brooks actively ending his career in the NBA, it was easy to start feeling bad for the guy when all is said and done. However, the recent reports show that Memphis did actually give Brooks a chance to join with the squad, but he didn't see eye to eye with them. See, throughout the season, Brooks was offered multiple contract extensions with the Grizzlies, but he rejected all of them. Though it was unclear how much money he was actually being offered, Brooks' ego once again got the best of him as the star refused to sign anything as he felt they were just undervaluing him. In the end, Brooks counteroffered $25 million a year from the Grizzlies. For context, Brooks' original deal was 3 years for $35 million total, and after the terrible 2023 performance, the amount requested from him would mean that he would be in the top 45 paid players in the league. Not only that, but the $25 million a year would mean that he was making more than players like Julius Randle, Jaylen Brown, and even his arch nemesis Draymond Green, all of which have actually provided their teams with a good performance. On top of Brooks' behavior all year, and specifically in the playoffs, this seemed to be the final straw that broke the Grizzlies' back and made them recognize that Dillon Brooks is a goof. As Draymond Green said earlier this year, the franchise of Memphis can only start after they remove this man, and it seems like the Grizzlies have finally learned. Funnily enough, earlier this year, Brooks was actually asked about bringing on veterans to help the young team, and he shaded some serious legends for not actually being vets and just trying to get back into the NBA.
It doesn't matter. Who do you want to sign? You want to sign Carmelo Anthony? You want to sign Dwight Howard? Who you want to sign? Those guys are trying to, get back into the league.
This is pretty ironic as it looks like now Brooks is going to be joining them and trying to get back to the league, but just minus about 10 years of experience. It is truly remarkable how everything Dillon has said this year has somehow come back and bitten him in his butt, making him a perfect candidate to be an analyst on ESPN, so maybe there's some hope for him. Whether it was losing their last game against the Lakers by exactly 40 or calling players soft and then refusing to talk to the media, it's no surprise that Dillon has been a media train wreck for the organization this year, and after he asked for the $25 million, he just gave them a perfect excuse to cut him. Memphis has been under fire all year for the Brooks-Morant tag team of acting tough off the court and will need to make some serious changes if they are to be taken seriously coming in the next season. Memphis just can't afford to have another clown on the team who barely puts up double digits on his best nights. It seems like Dillon Brooks' self-awareness is about as bad as his playoff performance, as he has no regret in poking the bear and then allowing him to score 60% of his shots on him. To make matters even worse though, Brooks has responded by shooting a career high of about 6 threes a game and only hitting 37%. It got so bad that the Lakers ended up not being able to guard Brooks, daring him to shoot and then using the extra defender to be able to focus on the real Memphis threats such as Ja Morant and Jackson Jr. Though during the season Memphis didn't actually comment on Dillon's behavior, it is clear that they aren't putting up with it any longer, and since Dillon has gone after every team in the NBA, the fans are wasting no time trolling him. It's still unclear where Brooks will end up or if any team will actually want him after all the controversies that surrounded him this season. Twitter is having an absolute field day with this entire situation, cooking Brooks and telling him to prepare to learn Chinese, hinting at the fact that he might go play overseas. Lots of players have gone overseas and had tremendous success, but Dillon may struggle to keep up the same trash talk in Mandarin. But if John Cena can do it, he can probably do it too.